Well, Kenya is mourning, East Africa is mourning after this reggae DJ has gone ahead to die. And on Tuesday, guess what? Kenya was all Kenya went ahead to wake up to onto some heartbreaking news for the death of the celebrated reggae DJ known as Jahmby Koikai. You know, Koikai in there for you. And she was famously known as Famoma, who died in Nairobi hospital on Monday at 9 p.m. and she has been admitted and appealed for blood. That is it. Welcome to East Africa Social Television. We come back not with the news that most of you would have gone ahead obviously here, but I tell you, it's really very important to note that a lot is really happening in Kenya, and they went ahead to lose two athletes, I think, this year that have been famous. Brian Chira is one of those that also went ahead to pass on, the famous TikToker, and now another famous person has gone ahead to pass on in here, and we really observe a moment of silence for the late. May her soul rest in eternal peace. If you know Kenya, reggae is a culture, right? If you know Kenya, reggae is a culture that has always gone ahead to be embraced in Kenya for a very long time, and that's why you see that very many reggae artists flow Kenya from different corners of the world to come in to obviously embrace the side of Kenya. And today we have a story that reads: reggae DJ Jahmby Koikai is dead. Koikai died at Nairobi hospital on Monday at around 9 p.m. She was at the IC unit when she passed away, a source at the hospital told the Star. The reggae queen, who was known as Moma, had been admitted to hospital and appealed for blood. That is it. She really went ahead to appeal for blood. And in her Instagram story post, she said, "Hey fam, I'm currently admitted at the Pioneer Ward Nairobi Hospital and I kindly need blood or positive. Kindly asking for blood donors for Mary Jahmby Koikai." Now, she went ahead and obviously put out that post onto Instagram, and I think no one came for her rescue. And maybe the blood group that she was having was really hard to get, and they couldn't really locate it. But for a famous person like her, and how she has always gone ahead to plead, I think something was supposed to be done. And this is how we've gone ahead to lose celebrities in Africa, and most of them have gone ahead to really live less according to how they're supposed to be living. But she has been this kind of person who doesn't even fear to obviously address the head of state. And there is a certain post she put on the 19th, that is last month on the 19th, and she wrote to the president of Kenya on her X account. He said, "This is a sincere call for help to few Kenyan leaders, but allow me to address this to President William Ruto first as he makes his state visit to the US. Mr. President, one of the thematic areas in your visit is investment in health," she wrote. "Atlanta, Georgia is a dream city for every young girl and woman who has ever battled this horrific disease called endometriosis. Therein lies a center dedicated to restoring the lives of young girls and women who are crippled by this disease." So she was like, let me address you as you travel to America, because you know to it that President Ruto was in America and met the president, Joe Biden. She added and said, "In my case, that lining grew on my lungs, causing my lung to collapse. Every month and countless number of surgeries. Every month and countless number of surgeries. It took me 17 years to get a diagnosis. The damage is caused due to late diagnosis and lack of treatment in our country. The adverse effects of endometriosis and adenomyosis cause infertility. 1 in 10 women are battling endometriosis worldwide. The numbers are staggering. Due to our traditions and taboos, young girls and women are ashamed to believe that period pain is normal. Period pain is not normal. As you commence your state visit to the US, I would like to kindly add a few visits that would help the millions of Kenyan women battling in silence. Hillary Clinton is the executive producer of the award-winning documentary Below the Belt, Senweren has been at the forefront of fighting for more funding into research for endometriosis, as well as leading awareness causes amongst her colleagues. So she raised the alarm, and it shows you how much she was so much fed in, for the health department, especially for the endometriosis disease. She concluded and said, it's taken generations for us to debunk these myths and diseases like endometriosis are the lead cause of infertility, and endometriosis has no known cure, but the gold standard of treatment is through a skilled surgery known as excision. This is a full body disease that requires extreme skill diagnosis, treatment, and post-recovery management. Endometriosis is not just a woman's disease. It requires all our support and dedication to raise awareness, fund research, and ensure we can live pain-free lives. I'm writing to the one in leadership as a concerned citizen and a recovering endometriosis survivor. Mr. President, take 10 women you know of, some in parliament, some in the Senate, some within the parties. One has endometriosis. In both the opposition and the ruling party, this has been a silent issue amongst the women leaders. I write out of desperation for the hundreds of young girls in need of specialized treatment and surgery to alleviate the years of pain, loss of blood, loss of body function, and loss of careers, dreams, and goals. That is it coming in through from the man from the late, and she was really raising the alarm, and it was really hard, I think, and it shows you how she really went ahead, obviously put in a lot of attention to detail when it comes to the health of individuals. And she went when she was still young, at 38. She was still young, and I think the reggae culture in Kenya is really going to be really missing out onto her. May her soul rest in eternal peace, and may the facilities, health facilities of East Africa really get improved. I thought that Kenya had some of the most brilliant health facilities, but it has come to my know that it's one of those areas that had some loopholes that need to be fixed, because here in my country, so to it that very many people flock Kenya to see to it that they really get healed. But I tell you what, a lot needs to be done. According to what we're going to hit to know, a lot needs to be done to see to it that this side of Kenya also really gets in here for you. And I think what might have gone ahead to cause all this might be that disease that she went ahead to obviously have a surgery about, and it saw her really go through pain. With her family, with her friends, the fans, we are all really mourning with you, and commiserations to the family of the late. Rokan David is my name. We sign out for now. See you later. East Africa Social Television it is. I know I've gone ahead to come a little bit late, but the fact is I've gone ahead to show up, and I hope you really flock into the comment section, and obviously send the letter to where some good message to her, right? We out. See you later. Continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on the daily. There is a channel called the Afrobeats channel. You can as well check it out if at all you want to get to know the latest about your Afrobeat artists. Thames is also dropping her album after Ira dropped hers on the 31st. That was last Friday. And then we're also having that of Wizkid on the way. We're having huge albums dropping in through. I've gone ahead to see Joe Cole on the album of Thames, and Thames is really doing big in the African music market. And Tyler just believes in her, and she believes she's that artist that has gone ahead to do a lot into this industry. Rokan David is my name. We out. Bye-bye.